first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Austin Ekeler. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Jets, nothing.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Cook. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Darnold now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Darnold to throw again. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they've got it inside the 10 at at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up first and goal. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down first and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Darnold from the gun. Flushed out right. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Sam Darnold, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
For the first play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Going on the ground with Eckler. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Down San Francisco.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21.
2 yards.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Wentz going to go on 4th down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Ekeler. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
When you look at the geography, we're staring at this part of the field. Don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. These two teams all tied after 1.
7.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
Accelerating, and off he goes. 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Jets have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, here's Ekeler. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Jets 21, 49ers 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right?
1st down.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, Wentz sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Again, it's Wentz. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Danielle Hunter in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A gain of 32 that time. Darnold from the red zone now. Able to hit his target, Claypool. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing again is Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Chase Claypool, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28-yard line.
Wentz. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Wentz going to throw. Aguilar has it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw, it's Wentz. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
The New York offense taking over for their first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
The offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Trey Flowers. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to loft one deep. Oh, wide open, complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Demetrius Harris, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Wentz on third down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sand. On this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on fourth down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
He's across midfield.
In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Third down and 6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Wentz to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On first down, Wentz. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Wentz again. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he's got some space here. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling...
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit.
The kick,
and he knocks it through.
Makes the score Jets 35, 49ers 14.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. He's going to fire one run deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup of 38.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
Faking the give, Darnold. He's going to let it go again. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Chase Claypool.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To the air again, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Darnold to throw again. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for only a couple.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On second down, Cook. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Demetrius Harris with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Jets 42. 49ers 14.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
2nd and 9. Now Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Ball carrier. He was
not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column. That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers...
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm,
and the pressure gets to him again. The credit that sack to Robert Quinn. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground, this time Cook. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now it's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed. They made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this carries into the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Robert Quinn able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wentz. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Jason Myers.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Jason Myers to kick off for the Jets.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now Wentz to try again after the pick six. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Eluding the pressure right.
This is swung out to Eckler.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Gain of 16 yards. 1st down, 49ers.
Shotgun now for Wentz.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again.
Picked off by Michael Davis. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take